Hey, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Welcome to your February 2025 astrological forecast. Two planets turn direct, thankfully, this month. Okay, Jupiter turns direct on the 4th in Gemini, and on the 23rd, Mars in Cancer turns direct. Okay, the month starts off, of course, with the Sun in Aquarius up until the 18th when it moves into Pisces. Also, though, on the 4th, Venus moves into Aries and is there the whole month. Okay, leaving Pisces. First 3 days, it's still in Pisces. On the 12th, there's a full moon in Leo. On the 14th, Mercury enters Pisces. Okay, and then again on the 18th, the Sun enters Pisces. And on the 27th, there's a new moon in Pisces. Okay. A special shout out and thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for commenting and sharing and liking my videos. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check out the links below in the description box. There is one to my website, but it is easier to just email me at the address below to ask me whatever it is you would like to know. Okay, and also don't forget to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. Now for your forecast. Hi, Virgo. So, you know what, before I get into all the other planets, whatever, I do have to mention that Jupiter is in Gemini and it's turning direct on the 4th. Where you have Gemini in your chart is your 10th house. Okay, it's your most public house. It is your house of your career, pretty much, but it's how you're known by reputation, for your livelihood, and also your public persona, your personal life, kind of. So if you were having like any delays or whatever within your career or a job that you applied for or a promotion that you were supposed to be getting or whatever, okay, so this planet is turning direct on the 4th. So things should start moving forward in this area. Okay, I just thought I'd mention that right off. And, okay, so on the 4th also, Venus moves into Aries, okay, and your 8th house, okay, which is actually pretty nice. 8th house is a money house. Let's see. Well, not that well, it attracts things to you. Okay, 8th house is other people's money and resources or passive money through means other than earning it. It's also shared property and shared debt, shared bank accounts, credit cards, things like that. Many things. Okay, so you may find that people are a little bit more generous with you at this time with whatever it is that they have. Okay, especially like a partner. Okay, or a close friend even. Okay, but so Venus is here the whole month. Okay, and the Sun though is in Aquarius up until the 18th. Okay, in your 6th house where you have the sign of Aquarius. Mercury is here up until the 14th, and Pluto is here for like the next 20 years or so, right? So your 6th house is the workplace, the kind of work that you do, your co-workers, your house of health, and your house of service to others. So this is where a lot of activity could be going on right now. I do have to mention there's a full moon in Leo on the 12th, okay? Yeah, in your 12th house, right? That's where you have the sign of Leo. 12th house is hidden things, confidences, secrets, activities by you or someone else behind the scenes. The house of solitude, your subconscious mind, your dreams, all kinds of stuff. So this is happening behind the scenes, and it's directly across from your house of the workplace, okay? So there could be something going on at work. It looks kind of like a transfer of power, having Pluto in the 6th house at this time. It could give you a more powerful position. Again, it could even lead to a promotion of some kind. but there could be like some kind of shakeup going on within the workplace, within your company, and this is happening behind the scenes, even though you know about it in some way or other. Either you're pulled aside and told about it, and you're told that you're not supposed to talk about it, right? It's a secret. Or you just figure it out for yourself. Could be anything. With Mercury in the sixth house also, changes to possibly your work schedule or any kind of assignment that you have. If you're self-employed, you may have a client that changes their mind about whatever and decides to order something new or whatever, okay? But with the sun here, this is where your focus is up until the 18th. The workplace, okay? Also your health, though. This could be the time of year where you have a checkup or something, you know, same time every year. It's still like the beginning of the year. And, you know, well, that's about it for that, I think. You know, on the 14th, Mercury does move into Pisces. The Sun moves into Pisces on the 18th, and there's a new moon in Pisces on the 27th in your 7th house, where you have the sign of Pisces. Okay, it is your opposite sign, right? And the 7th house is the partnership house. This is the house of close relationships and partnerships, whether they're business, romantic, or friendship. Also the house of arrangements and agreements, open enemies and competition, and many, many other things. So, you know, if you were having any kind of problems, you know, within your relationships, Saturn and Neptune are already here. They've been here for a few years now. They will be moving briefly into Aries, like I think in April. Whatever, just for a few months, then they'll move back into Pisces, and then next year they will move into Aries, okay? They're finishing up their transit in your 7th house of close relationships, which has put you in a position to really, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just really go through all of your close relationships and figure out if they're worth it or not, you know? Are you giving too much, not getting enough, a give and take, whatever, you know, is it always you, the one that always does whatever within the relationship? And this could be business, you know, it could be, again, even just a friend, but it could also be romantic. Okay, so that's what these planets here are trying to do together. They're wising you up to your close relationships, you know. There could be one there that needs fixed or is nice and solid. You know, that's where, when you learn which ones you can fall back on are reliable and are a good relationship. Okay, as far as open enemies and competition goes, I really don't see too much anything like that going on right now. You know, you may have contact with someone, maybe a little competition just due to the fact with having Jupiter in your 10th house of your career. You know, someone else may be competing for the same position as you. That's life, you know, this happens all the time. So, but I don't see anything bad, whatever, coming from it. Okay, now around that new moon of the 27th does bring a new beginning within your close relationships, arrangements and agreements. You know, you may make a new arrangement or agreement at this time. This is the house also of consultants or professionals. It is the house of like attorneys. So a lot of times people draw up a contract and want you to sign, you know. So it's a good idea to always read everything. Don't be put on the spot if someone's rushing you and wants you to sign that day. I'd be a little leery of something like that. It's a good idea to take that thing home with you and really go over it, especially if you know, if you do have an attorney that you can turn to, that's wonderful. If you don't, just, you know, take your time. That's all. Okay? So, also, okay, Mars in Cancer in your 11th house, okay, on the 23rd turns direct. It's been going back and forth between Cancer, and Leo, and it will be moving into Leo again. Okay, but for now it does turn direct on the 23rd, your 11th house being your house of your friends and acquaintances, where you would normally go to hang out. This is socializing in person or online, any group or organization that you belong to, and also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So, you know, Mars is a very energizing planet. It gives you a lot of confidence even, you know. So in this area, maybe you were really getting out there and socializing a little bit more than you normally do. You were wanting to try new things even, go to new places, tired of the same place, you know, going to all the time. If you belong to a group or organization, they may have noticed that you're a little bit more vocal about what happens within that organization, any kind of upcoming plans or whatever. You were more active or more present within the meetings or whatever, you know, stuff like that. But then it's kind of like slowed down, it seemed. Okay, when Mars went retrograde, you were like looking over things, you know, even your friends, you know, or what you guys do for fun. You know, is it fun? Are you doing the same stuff all the time? You know, is it just repetitive or whatever? Same thing with a group or organization. It's like, do I really need to belong to this thing? You know, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But now that this planet's turning direct, you know, it's back in sync with whatever, you know, whatever. If you changed your mind, that's what retrograde planets are good for, changing your mind and reviewing things. Okay, now that this planet turns direct, you can do whatever you want if you want to change something or other. So let's see here. I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay, well, the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Virgo on the 13th, 14th, and 15th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Pisces, and those dates are the 1st, 27th, and 28th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, and speculation, and anything to do with children is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for money is the 2nd, 3rd, 15th, 16th, and 17th. And the best time for your career is the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 4th, 5th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for February. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. See you.